Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first. I think this is the first episode by name, I guess, of the Remblob Molden Roundup, the Remblob modded Golden Roundup, where it's an idea that I had back in, I think, like May of last year, where I did some commentary over footage of me getting Goldens, because I really enjoyed when I did it with the Strawberry Jam beginner lobby. So we have a nice collection of Goldens for you. The first like 3 of them are just going to be random maps, but then I found a hit campaign that I wanted to get all the Goldens for, at least most of the Goldens for. But anyways, we're starting off with the bunny sides. I actually got this a very long time ago. I got this on Valentine's Day of this year. So I don't really have anything specific that I really want to say about this, other than the fact that this map is awesome. Like, it's just so cozy, the vibes are wonderful, the music and the decoration just has just really good vibes, and I really liked it. Not much else to say about it though. I remember I had like a little bit of trouble with it. Like, it's still not very hard at all, but it was like a moderate challenge, but it's relatively short and very straightforward and simple, so I didn't have too much trouble with it. But something I have had a surprising amount of trouble in general with is recording these, because when I look at my skill with Celeste, I often think of I am good, obviously, right? Like, I've beaten really hard shit and I've done really cool shit, but with Goldens I struggle with deathless challenges in this game, and that really became apparent for some of the Goldens that we're gonna see here today. This isn't one of them, because it's like 4 rooms and it's very easy gameplay, but this is Golden Tower Ruins, and I Am Dad Bod birthday map by, I believe, Alice Quasar. I assume it's Alice Quasar because of what the end screen looks like. But yeah, I kind of got humbled when recording some of the Goldens for this, because when I look at the Goldberry's website, I'm always like, oh, tier 1 to 3 is probably going to be really easy. I'll probably just stick to those for this series, and because they're like simple and they're going to be pretty easy to do. Oh man, I did a tier 3 for this video, which I unfortunately did not record, but I struggled, man. It was hard. So, but like, through doing a bunch of these Goldens, I've really become better at them, at least at the easy ones. So, and I've become very golden pilled. So we're gonna see a lot of cool stuff in the future, hopefully, and hopefully another episode of this comes out at some point soon. But yeah, so for this we have Cloudy Cliffs, a zucchini map based on Into the Jungle. A campaign that I also want to get Goldens for. But for this one, I wanted to do an FC Golden because why not? This level is cool. This map's cool. It's fun. So why not go for full clear Goldens? I find I am pretty like FC pilled when it comes to Goldens. I'm obviously not gonna do it every time, but I find it satisfying to do full clear Goldens. So if it's not like insane, like an insane difficulty spike, I'll probably be going for FC Goldens, especially for a lot of the easier maps like this one, because often the berries are also pretty cool, like they have some cool ideas. So we'll see. I do really like the berries in this map, especially one that's coming up. It uses these Kevins. I don't know what they're called or if they even have a name, but basically they move in the direction that you dash until you like recharge them with those square blocks right there. And it's a really cool mechanic because it's like you're dashing through the map, but you're also keeping in mind these Kevins that are moving around the map as you dash. So it's a very cool mechanic, and these birds are also, I don't know if those birds are specifically from Into the Jungle. I'm pretty sure these Kevins are, but I don't know about the birds, because the bird is in a lot of maps. And this is the one I was talking about, where you like there's this funny interaction with these Kevins that allows them to like push you diagonally, which is something that never happens normally. But yeah, just a really solid beginner map from Zucchini, and we're done with it. And with that, we have come to the main portion of Goldens that I decided to do for this video, and a yap that probably won't age poorly about a campaign that I've really come to enjoy. Like I've always enjoyed this campaign that we're about to see, but now I'm like, okay, I want to get the Goldens for this. I like actively want to get the Goldens for this now, and that campaign is of course Glyph. So I was just browsing through the Goldberry's website and I saw Glyph, and obviously I don't think I'm ready for the main Glyph map yet, but there are the season sides that are all tier 1 and tier 2, and so I decided to do them, and I ended up really enjoying these grinds. Yeah, I just love Glyph. Like, I love the music, I love the atmosphere. Definitely something that I want to do in the future. I would like to get all of the Goldens in this campaign. The D side is going to be kind of tough, but definitely all of the season sides and the main Golden for the campaign. Because yeah, just going through all of these was so fun, and like the main mechanics for all of them are so cool, they're so clever, and it's hard to imagine that this came out. This is such an old campaign at this point. I think it came out like 2020. Like, it's very, very old. Maybe even earlier than that. Maybe even 2019. But yeah, especially since Jeremy, I'm just gonna talk directly to you. There's like no there's no one else watching this, let's be real. Especially because Jeremy, you golden glyph, and it's because of that it's been something I want to do, but especially because of this like mini grind that I've went through. It's been something I really want to do, and this is another one that kind of opened my eyes to like, damn, I kind of suck at goldening. I gotta suck with consistency, because this took, I believe, like 25 attempts, and it's a tier 2. So yeah, I still have kind of a lot of work to do. I still have like some tier 3s that I want to do, and like a couple tier 4s and like tier 5s that I have in mind before I hop into Glyph, because I could probably just do the jump and I'd probably enjoy it, but I want to be more prepared first. But yeah, Spring-Side, I think out of all of them, I think Spring-Side is my favorite, and the spring, what would you call it? The spring environment, I guess, is my favorite. I like the mechanics the most, because with all the other ones, there's a lot of like teleporting, and there can be kind of blind stuff, and that's not very appealing to me. But Spring-Side's the only one that doesn't have it, and I think it's the prettiest, and it has the best music too. Although I do like the winter music a lot. But yeah, this was just, I really enjoyed doing the Goldens for these season sides of Glyph. And as you'll see in the journal when I pop over to it, this took, I think, an hour. No, it actually, yeah, it did. It took 59 minutes to do this. So it kind of opened my eyes a little bit, but it also gets me motivated to do more Goldens, because at the end of the day, I really did enjoy this process. And now we go from something that took 25 attempts to something I did first try, which surprised me, because this one is definitely not as hard as Spring. It's actually, I would say it's the easiest of the season sides, but I was still, especially coming off of just having done Spring-Side and that whole experience with it, I thought like I would have a lot more trouble with this still, and especially because there's a lot of teleporting and semi-blind stuff that you just have to remember. But yeah, I ended up doing this first try, and it really boosted my confidence. I ended up doing one other of the sides of the season sides first try, and I think through this I've become a lot more confident with goldening stuff as well, because yeah, I think with this campaign I did over practice it quite a bit. I believe all of the sides except this one and Void-Side took like an hour. Not necessarily because the attempts, the actual golden attempts were plentiful, but because I just practiced a lot. Also, nice save here. I over practiced, and I think that helps. It definitely helps to not tank some psychic damage when you're going for the actual golden, but I definitely practice a lot more than I need to. So as I get into doing more Goldens and stuff, hopefully I'll strike a balance, because although I don't necessarily think it's like a terrible thing that I'm taking so long for tier 2 Goldens, but like I think being able to just knock out like a tier 3 easily, I think that would be a really nice confidence boost for me and help me go on to the actual like hard stuff, you know, because I still got the training wheels on pretty much for this golden arc that I've just been on, but hopefully later the training wheels will have come off and I will have been I will get a lot better at Goldens, because I really liked doing these. They were really fun. I guess I should explain how these work. So there's the season section for each side, corresponding with each environment, and then there's the final checkpoint is this void section, which I'm pretty sure is like a part of Glyph. I never experienced this part of like the big Glyph map because I never full cleared it, and so I didn't get like the true ending, quote unquote, and I don't really know what that is either. But yeah, each of these has a void side, and the void checkpoints tend to be pretty easy. I don't think I ever died in any of the void gameplay in any of these. So like they're easy, but they're also pretty nerve-wracking. So they're pretty easy, but they have some like kind of tricky wall bounces. They have some kind of tight timings, but largely they're a lot easier. I think this is a very unique set of maps in that I think the first checkpoint is always the hardest one, and then the second checkpoint is easier, and then the void checkpoint is the easiest, which is nice. It is nice for it is nice for doing Goldens, but it still gets me pretty nervous. So now we're on to Winter-Side. I think this is my second favorite environment. Like, it does what the Summer-Side does, but better, I think. With the switching between all the different environments that you've experienced so far. I think it does it in a really cool way that the Summer-Side doesn't. I think this just has a sauce. Also, the music is really good in this one. I honestly don't know what the music for Summer sounds like. The only themes that are really distinct to me are spring and winter. But yeah, winter is probably the hardest one too. I think it's also the hardest checkpoint in Big Glyph. It's because there's kind of a lot going on, and like there's some tricky raw gameplay. Also, shout out to me forgetting how to do this part and just barely getting into the teleportation field. But yeah, I think winter's cool, literally and gameplay wise. It has cool setups. I think that's the main difference. Is or not Fall-Side. Dude, I keep messing it up because Fall-Side, the summer looks like fall, and the Fall-Side looks like summer. Like, the Fall-Side is yellow. Like, that's just, it's so summer, but it's switched around for some reason. And the Summer-Side is orange? Like, what? But, yeah. The Summer-Side introduces the mechanic of switching between dimensions and stuff. And the Winter-Side really takes it to the next level. And then the Fall-Side does something completely differently to it. So yeah, I do love winter gameplay. It's really fun. But yeah, winter is cool. I think I almost said summer. The Fall-Side does have the coolest mechanic though. I do like how the Fall-Side kind of resets the room, and it does cool stuff with that. But I think I don't know. There's something about winter that's just kind of hype. What are your thoughts? What's your favorite environment of Glyph? Write it down in the comments below. But anyways, yeah, we're coming up onto the winter void section. This is the one that I was the most scared of because it has some wall bounces that can be kind of tricky. I think this also is the hardest of the void sections, especially this part. You have to resist the Grandmaster urge to fast bubble, which is already really hard. And then there's also like wall bounces, and the rooms are long and they're timed. They have some tough timings, but nothing's too crazy. I did have a mini heart attack coming up in this part because I missed the bubble there, but luckily it works out that the move block is still there even though I'm early. But yeah, and that's pretty much it. It was the scariest room for me. This is the last room because there's these wall bounces on the move block that are scary. But yeah, that's Winter-Side. And so Fall-Side. Oh yeah, Winter-Side, very cool. I think it's my favorite. It's the hardest, but it's also my favorite. I think it goes winter, spring, fall, summer. But anyway, this next clip is actually not a golden completion, but it's too good not to include. So I'm just gonna let it play out. There is no fucking way, dude. Oh my god. There is no fucking way, dude. Holy shit, dude. That's actually holy shit, dude. That's good stuff, bro. God damn it, dude. So yeah, that might be the funniest thing I've ever done in this game. Like, I actually have no words for for what that is, bro. I actually can't believe I did that. I wanted to keep up the tradition of heart altering, man. So yeah, luckily I got it like within 2 2 more tries, I think. But that's really funny. All that, I think what's even better is that was the first try. That was my first try as well. So I thought, yay, I got another one first try. And nope. I had to play this one a little bit more. But it's fine. Like I said, this is one of my favorites. Even though technically it's my 3rd favorite out of 4. So it's not that good, but spring and winter are goated. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, don't put 2, or I guess 3 bad bitches against each other, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Luckily I didn't take too long, and that's why I chose my words very carefully. I said earlier I didn't ever die to the Void section gameplay because I died in the heart room. Technically, I guess it's still gameplay and it's still part of the Void section, but like, come on. So yeah, that might be my favorite Celeste clip that I have ever done. It's so good. It's actually so good, bro. I cannot believe I did that. Also, that was close. Normally I get the block boost from the move block, but I didn't there. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, Summer-Side. I mean, dude, I keep calling it Summer-Side. It's actually so stupid. Fall-Side, I love it. It's pretty awesome. It's a really good evolution of the dimension play, the dimension gameplay. And I think in regular Glyph, the Fall-Side might be my favorite, but we'll see. I still have to replay it and all that. But yeah, I cannot overstate how much this makes me want to do the OG Glyph, because dude, it's really good. This grind was so fun. It was just so fun, and I really want to do more Goldens. I still need to see me doing it on the right side. But yeah, I do want to do so many more Goldens now. I've updated a wish list on the Goldberries website if you want to take a look at that, just of like stuff that I want to do, not necessarily that it's ones that are like up next or anything, but yeah, something that's cool. And now onto Void-Side. This is the easiest of them. It's a nice, like, easy thing to finish, and like I said, all of the Void sections in the individual season sides are the easiest, so a whole side of Void is gonna be pretty easy. Because this is also the only tier 1 of all of the season sides, if you don't count the B side, which I don't think that counts. But yeah, doing this also, there's a moonberry for this, where you do all of the season sides deathless in a row, and then there's a golden room at the end of the Void-Side. So I kind of want to do that as well, and then once I have Void-Side B-side, and then Glyph, then I can do a Glyph all chapters deathless video. Maybe I'll commentate over that as well. I'll probably run out of things to say though, now that I think about it. But yeah. This, I know I keep saying it, but this ride was really fun. This might be the real start of the Golden Arc. I think up next, I think my next project that I'd want to do is to do all the Strawberry Jam intermediate lobby silvers. I think that's like top priority. Not that it'll actually happen next, but it's the thing that I have most on my mind right now as something that I'd want to do. I don't know if they'll keep being FCs, but we'll see. I've recorded 4 earlier, like right after I did the beginners, so we'll see, But we're coming up on the end of this Void-Side. Technically FC Golden. Because the cassette, I got the cassette and it's the only collectible. Also, shout out to me for getting consistency tracker, and also shout out to me not doing the Heart Ultra for this one too. I was a little traumatized, I'm not gonna lie. It was really funny, but like I don't want to go for it ever again. Just lost all confidence in my Heart Ultraing. But anyway, it's been fun, but the video's over already. I hope that you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening. I've been Roundup, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.